Well, here we have the 2.1 meter Carbon Cub. I'm going to do a flight review on. Um, I've had it for a year. Unfortunately, I ended up with epilepsy and I couldn't drive anywhere or go flying, and so I had the thing for a year. I'm finally getting around to doing the maiden flight. And 2.5 years I've only had one flight, and that's on the UMX timber. So it's even been my second flight in 2.5 years, and first flight with a giant scale since I sold my old giant scale twin cylinder Cub decades ago. So here we go. I got it all trimmed out. Got the CG set at 120, and checked the prop balance, and checked the CG. The only thing I'm a little nervous about here is the wind. You can see the whole windsock is sticking out a little ways. I'm running a smart battery, say 6L 5000 30C, and like I say, this is going to be a main flight. Got a pretty good crosswind going. So I'm not so sure I'm going to like flying with this much of a crosswind. The wing cube loading on this is only around 6.5 to 7, so it's, even though it's big, it's pretty light. Okay. Everything's going the right directions. Gonna take off without any flaps. So here we go, maiden flight of the 2.1 meter, the Eflite 2.1 meter Carbon Cub SS. That was about a half throttle takeoff. I'm flying at about half throttle right now. And I had to give it a little up trim. Boy, it behaves really nice. Even in the wind, it's fairly stable. I'm flying at a half throttle. I didn't bother setting up the telemetry receiver yet. There's half throttle. And the only trim I gave it was just a little up trim. Oh, this thing flies really nice. Let's go to full throttle for a second. Full power, do a big old loop. Oh, this thing, okay, that's throttle off. Let's just see what it does. No power at all. Okay, I'm going to bring it in for a low approach. No, I'm not going to use the flaps. I'm just going to bring it on down here. Oh, climb straight up. Oh yeah, it has unlimited vertical, that's for sure. I'm going to land. Okay. Here's the maiden flight. It needs more rudder throw. Definitely needs more rudder. A little shy on both. Making, like, turning around here. I'm giving it, that's full rudder and full up elevator, and it doesn't turn very sharp. But anyway, that was the maiden flight. Let's see, how many minutes did I fly? Only about 2.5. I should go back up and I should try the flaps, I think. So here we go. Oh yeah, half throttle is all you need on this thing for takeoff. I can't find my flap lever. There it is. There's half flaps. Now I'm flying at about 1/3 throttle on half flaps. We'll bring it around for another landing. But I'm going to call it good. It's just a little windy here, and I don't want to take a chance on... Boy, this thing floats. Well, it was a rough landing, but I'll call it good. Like I say, I'm a little nervous after not flying for so long. But it flies great. On 6 cells, this thing has way more than a 1-to-1 thrust-to-weight ratio, so it has no trouble going straight up. Anyway, it was a pretty easy build, pretty easy to put together. Just, a few basic tools. In assembly, you put the wings on and take them off. You don't even need tools. It's got thumb screws to hold the wings on, carbon fiber wing tube, and then the struts. They have clevis pins, and so you can just pop the clevis pins to unhook the struts from the bottom of the fuselage, and you can even pop the clevis pins here, and then you can fold the struts right down so that they're flush with the wing, make it easier to store. Anyway, I'm going to disable everything here, shut off the receiver, and unplug the battery. And if you think I was being dangerous here at the front of the plane, not really, because I made sure I engaged my throttle hold. Okay, on that note, and the prop was even balanced. I didn't even have to balance that. Got the CG at about 120 millimeters back from the leading edge. Well, there's the Maiden, and I surely recommend this to anybody who's got a little bit of experience. It flies just perfectly. Hardly needed any trim. With that, that's it. Thanks for watching.